Well, if you have an ailing pooch or an unruly kitty, help is here.
Veterinarian Sandi Sawchuk taking your pet questions at 270-9933. Great
Sandi?
to see you again.
Nice to be back. Remember, it's tick season.
Tick season.
Snow melts, ticks are out, so get some tick control on your dogs if you're heading out in the woods or anything.
And the heartworm, you got to...
Probably, I mean, the national guidelines are use it year-round, okay, right, because of intestinal parasite control. But if you're doing it for heartworm control, probably May would be a good starting point if you only wanted to use it seasonally. But we still recommend using it year-round.
But the front line, that sort of stuff, get
we
it on.
need it now.
Good advice. I'll do when I get home. Let's go to the phones. We'll start with Sally in Middleton. Hi, Sally.
Hi. Thank you so much. I'm older. I grew up in Indiana. We always had a house dog, and it was a Cocker Spaniel.
Right.
And my father had hunting dogs, but it was in-house and intelligent and wonderful. And that was 70 years ago. And now I live in a dead-end street. I see dog walkers with at least 30 a day go by.
But very few Cocker Spaniels.
I have not seen a Cocker Spaniel.
And you know the reason why is because they became popular. This is what happens when any dog reaches that AKC popularity list, and they're in the top, popular dogs. And I think right now it's the Labrador Retriever. Is you get people that are probably not knowing what they're doing, breeding dogs that have issues, and so Cocker Spaniels became the dog noted for having epilepsy, severe skin problems, lots of inherited eye diseases, and now they're really working on trying to get the breed cleaned up, and if you work with a good breeder, you're going to be able to probably find one that's going to be a healthy, happy dog. I just had the cutest Cocker Spaniel puppy in yesterday, 8 weeks old, a little thing, already been groomed, and just a wonderful little dog, healthy as can be.
I saw a woman walking them, 2 of them today at lunch.
Yeah.
So
they're coming back.
Coming back.
That's good.
All right.
All right, Judy in Madison. Hi there. What's your question?
Hi. We have an adult male that came as a stray in the dead of winter about 10 years ago, and we've taken him in. And he's not declawed. He is fixed. We adopted him then through Angel's Wish. And he probably is at least 12. And he's warmed up to us a lot, doesn't even want to go out anymore.
Good.
We want to get another cat, but would it be better to, I've heard it's not good to have 2 males together.
Well,
would
this is a little
female or male?
That's a good question.
Yeah, first of all, you have to understand, does he want to have another cat in the house? He's been living by himself for a long time, and it can be very difficult for him to adjust to having another cat. But when they've done 2 cat household studies, there was one study that showed that male-male cat interactions actually were better than male-female or female-female, so they tended to bond a little bit closer. But if you are going to be introducing another cat, keep it separated until it gets a full vet check done to make sure that you don't introduce any diseases into your existing cat's home, and to let them have a little bit of a dating period so they get used to each other in a non-threatening way. You don't want to just bring a pet in and throw it in.
But 2 males or male-female?
2 males. I mean, I think you could go either way, and it really depends on the personality of her cat and the personality of the cat you're getting, because you want a nice, an outgoing, easy cat that's not going to, be a problem.
Don't get a pet for your pet.
You don't get a pet for your pet. You get it for yourself.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Diane in Mount Horeb. Hi, Diane. What's your question?
Hi. I have a cat. His name is Jake, and he constantly howls.
Okay.
He's a meowing. I mean, he wants to go out, which I let him, but I want him not to howl, and I don't want to be mean to him.
Yeah.
But
well, first of all,
I've tried the scat and all that, and it just doesn't work. So do you have something?
Yeah, first of all, I'd be making sure that there isn't a medical reason. Sometimes cats are more vocal if they're deaf, and if your cat is deaf, shouldn't be let outside. And we'll also see, especially in the senior cat, them sometimes yowling and being more vocal with the problem called hyperthyroidism. They can, just their metabolic state gets all out of whack, and we sometimes will see them being a little more vocal. But when it comes to training, he's trained you, I yowl, you let me out. And so it's up to you to try to break that habit. And so I would recommend ignore the behavior. It's going to get worse before it gets better, but there's got to be a time where he takes a breath. That's when you pay attention to him. So when he's quiet, you pay attention. You ignore him the rest of the time. So, but I got
to try that with Susan.
I'm going to go out.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll take some more calls in just a couple minutes. Don't go away.
Welcome back, everybody. Back to the phones. And Peggy in Milton, you're next. Hi there. What's your question?
Hi, my question is, we have 2 Chihuahuas,
Oh.
and every morning when we wake up, They come out and they shake their entire body as if they had a bath.
Yeah.
And my husband, it drives him crazy. He's always asking me, why do they do that?
It's normal dog behavior. You know, anytime I do a physical exam on a dog, I get them up on the table and I'm looking at them and kind of get their hair coat roughed up a little bit. You put them down, they shake. And so it's probably just similar to us stretching and feeling good, you know, and maybe running our hands through our hair to get our hair looking all right. It's just normal dog behavior. I don't know why it would be driving your husband crazy. But if it's because the tags are jingling, they make these little pouches for dog tags. Put that on the dogs so they don't jingle and drive your husband
crazy. If they don't shake, there's something wrong usually.
There is. So usually neck pain. That's one of the leading causes. And you'll see them like start to shake their head and then stop.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Happened with Guernsey when he broke his jaw. Remember?
Yeah.
All right, Shannon and Marshall, quickly, what's your question?
Hi, thanks for taking my call. I have an 11-year-old Maine Coon, Zach, who seems to have a problem adjusting to the time change.
Yeah,
and he's very routine-oriented,
yeah.
So now he wants his food an hour earlier, he wants to go to bed earlier.
Yep.
How long does it take to get over the time change?
Well, you're going to have to go about the thing gradually, just like it happens with us. It's still, I mean, I'm still having a little bit of issue with waking up earlier in the morning, too. So, you know, play with him actively at night, right before he goes to bed, so he's really tired, and keep him awake that hour so they may sleep a little bit longer. And just like the caller with the person that had the cat that was meowing, ignore the behavior and start feeding him at the time that you want to. It's going to be rough for the owner for a little bit, but they'll get over it.
All right.
Yeah.
We all do. If you have the line, stay there.
Yeah.
Sandy will take your calls off the air. Good to see you again.
Thanks,
Nice to be
Sandy.
back.
See you next month.